Artificial Insemination in Swine. Chapter 1, Overview of Swine Reproductive System. Lesson number 1, the reproductive system of swine. The objective: explain the basic concepts in the reproductive system of swine. Swine, like other mammals, reproduce in the same way as humans do. The union of the male and the female sex cells form organisms of the same kind. This process is called reproduction. Sexual reproduction reproduces species of the same kind by the way of copulation. With artificial insemination, the copulation process is deliberately bypassed to achieve a higher chance of pregnancy. It is noteworthy, however, that whether insemination takes place naturally or by artificial means, the pregnancy and the progress of it will be the same. The reproductive system of the female swine. The reproductive system of the female swine consists of the two ovaries, two uterine tubes, which is fallopian tubes, the uterus, the cervix, the vagina, and the vulva. Ovaries. The ovary is the primary part of the female reproductive organ, which is responsible for both production and release of egg cells, or ova, and the production of female sex hormones, which is estrogen and progesterone. The broad ligament, mesovarium, attaches the ovary to the dorsal walls of the sublumbar region of the body cavity. Uterine tubes. The uterine tube or fallopian tubes are the two small convoluted tubes that extends from the uterine horns to the ovaries. These tubes, left and right, extend from the ovaries to the uterus. Each tube expands into an infundibulum, a funnel-shaped fimbriae membrane which partially surrounds the ovary. The primary function of the uterine tubes is to transport the ova during ovulation and is the site of fertilization. Uterus. The uterus is the seat of the fetus during pregnancy. In female swines, the uterus is bicornuate, meaning it has horns which are folded and covulated. While the body is short and not prominent, the uterus consists of two uterine horns, cornua, that coils downward, and a body corpus that lies on the floor of the pelvis. The uterus receives blood and its nerve supply through the support of the broad ligament mesometrium. Cervix. It is the neck of the uterus. It acts as a sperm receptacle in certain animals and facilitates transport of viable sperm through the cervical mucus to the uterus. It is open during estrus and closes when the animal gets pregnant to protect the uterine contents. Vagina. The vagina is the main organ for copulation and the organ where semen is deposited during sexual intercourse in natural mating. It also comprises as part of the birth canal during parturition, which is an act of giving birth, and excretory duct for secretions of the cervix, uterus, and oviduct. Vulva. The vulva is the external organ of the female genitalia and the common passageway for the products of reproduction. Reproductive system of the male swine. The reproductive system of the male swine consists of a pair of testicles, testes, duct system, and accessory organs. Testes. The testes, pair of testicles, are a primary organ of the male reproductive system and is located outside the body cavity within the scrotum. The two main functions of testes are to produce sperm cells and the male sex hormone testosterone responsible for the development of male secondary characteristics such as muscular development, aggressiveness, and libido or sex drive. Scrotum. The scrotum is the external covering of the testes. It protects the testes from direct mechanical injuries and provides an environment which is cooler than the body temperature. The cremaster and tunica dartus help to regulate the temperature of the muscle in the testes. Seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are located inside the testes and are responsible for spermatozoa production. On the other hand, the hormone testosterone is produced in the Leydig cells, which is also located inside the testes. Duct system. The epididymis is a long, convoluted, or coiled tube that consists of the head, body, and tail, where the spermatozoa from the seminiferous tubules passes through on its way to the vas deferens. Its function as a storage or site of sperm maturation and transportation of spermatozoa. Vas deferens. The vas deferens is found at the end of the tail of the epididymis, which strengthens and enlarges to form an ampulla. The vas deferens is a muscular structure that propels the spermatozoa from the epididymis to the ejaculatory duct at the time of ejaculation. Urethra is where spermatozoa and accessory fluids are mixed. It has a loop called sigmoid flexure. Penis. Penis is the main organ of copulation. It consists of three main parts: the glands or the penis head, the body, and the root of or the crura of the penis. Increased blood volumes enlarges the penis and makes it turgid. Male accessory glands. The prostate gland is a gland that is unpaired, more or less completely surrounds the pelvic urethra. In adults, it can enlarge and interfere with urination. It produces alkaline secretions which gives the distinctive odor of semen. It also secretes substances to nourish and stimulate activity of the sperm, such as anti-gluten minerals. The Cowper's gland or bulbourethral gland is a small paired gland located in the pelvic urethra. This is extremely large in pores compared to other domestic animals. It adds a volume to the ejaculate, and it contains sialoprotein responsible for the gluten consistency of semen. This gel blocks the cervix to prevent backflow of the semen during mating. Gonadotropin-releasing hormone is a hormone-releasing hormone. It is responsible for the release of follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone from the anterior pituitary. Luteinizing hormone and releasing hormone is a hormone from the hypothalamus that stimulate the synthesis and secretion of the pituitary hormones. Follicle-stimulating hormone is a hormone that initiates spermatogenesis by stimulating the germinal epithelium lining, the seminiferous tubules, to develop up to the secondary spermatocyte stage. Luteinizing hormone is a hormone that stimulates the interstitial cells or Leydig cells to secrete testosterone. Testosterone is a hormone required in the final maturation of the spermatozoa. It acts as a feedback mechanism to inhibit further the secretion of luteinizing hormone from the anterior pituitary. Estrogen and inhibin are hormones from the sectuli cells of the seminiferous tubules that act as a control mechanism in the secretion of follicle-stimulating hormone. Photoperiod, or the length of the daylight, has been found to have a strong influence on testicular function and breeding time through its effect on the pituitary gland. High environmental temperatures, a decrease in fertility during summer, as well as decrease in sperm production rate due to the direct effect of heat on the testes. Nutritional deficiencies may delay puberty and inhibit testicular function in the young male, but have less effect on the testicular functions in mature bulls.